What is up, Lobster Johns, and welcome back to the channel. So, Transformers 1 isn't doing too hot at the box office right now, which is awful because it's such a good movie. Now, why exactly is Transformers 1 not doing so good at the box office? There are many reasons why this could be the case, and today we're going to go over some of those reasons. First and foremost, I just want to say that the box office does not reflect the quality of this movie because this movie is fan-fangling-tastic. And supposedly they had a trilogy in the works, but if this movie does badly, who knows if that trilogy will ever come, and I want that trilogy. I need more Transformers 1 in my life. I'm gonna go Joker mode if I don't get more Transformers 1 in my life. But in Transformers 1's opening weekend, it only grossed $24 million. To put this in perspective, Beetlejuice in its third weekend was able to edge Transformers 1 by $1 million and take the lead. A movie in its third weekend beat Transformers 1 in its first. Peak versus mid, and mid is winning. Just kidding. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. But for whatever reason, Transformers 1 is lagging behind in the box office. And there is a cornucopia of different reasons why that could be the case. First up, in my opinion, is Transformers fatigue. Paramount shits out one of these every 2 years, and now we have 8 of them. And audiences are tired of eating schlop. They want to eat a 5-course meal. However, if they actually went to see Transformers 1, they would realize that this is a gourmet 5-star Lobster John meal. But it is very apparent now that audiences no longer want Transformers schlop. After the last major installment to the franchise, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, only grossing $400 million worldwide, while Transformers Age of Extinction and The Last Knight grossed $1 billion. B, as in billion. So, because we have so many Transformers movies, and Transformers has now become synonymous with being bad thanks to a certain someone, Michael Bay. You make cool movies, cool, crude movies, but you also ruin Transformers. So fuck you, but also thank you, you're my childhood. Maybe people were already on the fence about Transformers, and seeing this tonal and artistic shift just didn't jive with it, and the fact that Michael Bay's name wasn't attached to it because, for whatever reason, people like to throw bucket loads of money at Michael Bay. My second reason for why this film could be failing at the box office is the fucking advertising and trailers. Let me tell you, the advertising for this movie was straight buns. It was doing absolutely no favors. Like, the trailers were really trying to hit home the fact that this was going to be a funny movie. And yes, it was a funny movie, but behind the funny movie was an actual good story and a good Transformers movie. This is literally the best Transformers movie and an amazing adaptation of Megatron and Optimus Prime's backstory. Thank goodness for TikTok, though. I feel like TikTok over the next couple of weeks is going to do some heavy lifting for this movie, because on TikTok, I've been seeing people portray this movie as it should have been advertised through their edits and stuff like that. Things that this movie also should have looked into doing other than just advertising it as a funny movie. But Transformers 1's weak opening box office isn't exactly a outlier. Other animated movies have actually had the same problem. One movie that I feel like is super similar to this would be Sony's Into the Spider-Verse. Came up short whenever it first released in December 2018. When on its opening weekend, it was only able to gross $35 million when it was projected to hit at least $40. It wasn't until social media and good word of mouth hit that over the next couple of weeks, it was able to gross over $190 million. So hopefully Transformers 1 will be able to replicate Into the Spider-Verse's success, and that over the next couple of weeks, maybe word of mouth will save this movie. I definitely do think that it is possible. A lot of the discourse I've been seeing about this film on TikTok and other sites is that they didn't know that the movie was going to be like this. They, along with a shit ton of other people, were misled by the terrible marketing of this movie, and they didn't know that it was actually a deep and rich story with amazing characters who actually have depth, and it's not just another Transformers cash grab movie. But if there's anything that we can learn from Transformers 1 is that people need to take animated movies more seriously and stop just viewing them as a medium for making kids movies, because despite this movie being lower rated like for kids, it still has like a deep emotional story that definitely deserves success. I mean, this movie got like 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was like 90 something on the audience score. Like, everyone is in unanimous agreement that this is a good movie, but the studios will probably view it as a failure because it didn't deliver the results that they wanted financially. And it just sucks. I hate this trend of good movies that are considered flops because they didn't make a lot of money. And then you got like terrible movies that make billions of dollars. And I just wish that people would actually go out and support good movies, you know? But yeah, I just hope that animated movies will start to receive more respect. You know, we've already seen this happen a couple times, like the Spider-Verse, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and now we're seeing it with Transformers 1. And I hope that people realize that movies that are animated aren't always just for kids. But even if Transformers 1 does flop, that doesn't necessarily mean that this is the end for this potential trilogy. There is one more saving grace that could come in at the last hour and completely save this project, and that is toys. Transformers makes the majority of its money from toys. Most of, if not all of the movies are advertisements for the toys. So, as long as the toy sales are good, I guess it really doesn't matter how good this movie does in the box office. I think that maybe, just maybe, Paramount will be happy that they finally have a Transformers movie under their belt that is unanimously liked, that is critically well received. And as long as the toys are raking them in the millions that they lost making this movie, they will be happy enough to continue making this franchise. But that's what I'm just hoping. I can also see that this movie will hopefully take off in the next couple of weeks. It's also still really early. Like, we're still in the first week of this movie being in theaters. And I feel like it's just going to go up. Hopefully, word of mouth will carry this film like it did for Into the Spider-Verse. But anyways, guys, this has been the video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and watch out for my next video. I will be posting another one soon. So hope you guys have a good day, and peace out. Bye.